What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We're live. Th-
Woo!
this is a test stream. I'm checking to see what's so you guys can see the chat. You guys can see the chat two ways. I haven't figured out the details quite yet because I need a way for Misfit to be able to see the chat as well. So we're doing like this so Misfit can see the chat. So I'll be sharing the chat um, like this for now. We're gonna do this in the ghost chat. We will invite people in. We'll invite people in to chat for a couple test stuff here and there. And today's like a test run, okay? So bear with us. We haven't done this before. No, you don't need to leave, Gal. But when we bring people into Ghost Chat is locked. Only a few people have access to Ghost Chat. It is the mods. So Drac has access, Snap has access, Gal has access. But to bring people into chat, you need to go into Game Chatter. Game Chatter can get up to 25 people in there. So you're welcome to go in there and chat with each other and have fun, discuss topics. And, you know, if you have a topic or if you make a comment in chat that piques both our interests,
Peak.
peak, we'll bring you into chat. We do this. Well, Misfit usually does this. This is Misfit's show. I'm just providing a platform. Uh,
It's the
Misfit,
hybrid misfit hybrid.
but it really is Misfit's show. Oh no, buttons.
No,
This is
it's our show.
it's Misfit's show. That's why I put it's Misfit. It's Misfit with hybrid. So that's my IG handle. If nobody knows, that's Misfit's IG handle. So if you guys want to go follow Misfit or myself, you can do that. However, Misfit's been doing this for I don't know about 6 months now, where we just pick a topic, go live, and just chat about it. I just
It's
want
been
to
actually over a year, but we started going live during quarantine.
quarantine.
Yeah.
So it's been live for over a year, and we started. I mean, going on for a year, but we started doing lives. Well, Misfit started doing lives. I'd jump in. We start chatting. It turned into a really good time. I don't think the engagement is what it should be on Instagram. I don't like it that there's only 20. First of all, we appreciate all the people who join us for these lives on Instagram, but I thought we'd share the experience on YouTube's YouTube's. This is Flex Your Feelings. Misfit, you want to tell everybody what this is about? Because this was your baby. So,
Sure. Flex feelings came up because I was having an internal dilemma within myself whether or not Instagram was something that I found useful for me personally. As you guys know, we talk a lot about anxiety and just our feelings. And, I was looking into social media and how it affects our feelings and our mind and all that stuff. And I was like, well, I don't want to not utilize this tool. And I want to use this towards something that I care about, and I care a lot about feelings, my own and others. So I had these deck of cards that were conversation prompters, and I had decided that for an entire year, every week I would go through one of those cards in the deck because there was 52 decks cards in the deck, and there's 52 weeks in the year. So I committed myself to every week do one card and get you guys in on answering whatever question came out so that we could tap into our feelings a little bit more. And that's how it started. It was just out of a desire to figure out feel. Am I too loud, Alex?
no, you're great.
All right.
There's a little delay in your Wi-Fi, so next time I think we hardwire you, we jack you in like Matrix, just
A booster.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
I'll figure that out. We'll
but
get
you're
this rolling
clear.
nice.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is
Yeah. So
streaming problems are life, man.
is. I'm gonna learn that real fast. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. I care about your feelings and I want to hear from you, and I want you to care about and pay attention to your feelings because they tell us a lot. And I think we can render a lot of growth within ourselves if we pay attention to our feelings a little bit more, if we like see them as like red flags or just little cues here and there that can ignite or spark a different path for ourselves, hopefully a better one. But yeah, a lot of people have a tough time identifying their own feelings and uh, being connected to it. We think of ourselves as like, well, who else knows me better than me? I've been in my mind and my body my whole life, but sometimes we could be the people who least know ourselves. So there's just an opportunity for us to do that, to get to know ourselves a little bit more, to be able to identify our feelings more, because it's an important tool to be able to navigate other parts of our lives, to be better in our careers, in our families, friendships, all that stuff. So. I mean, I feel like just if I analyze the whole quarantine time and us doing these Flex Feelings lives, I work with Alex every single day, but uh, through these Flex Feelings, I've gotten to know more uh, about you, Alex, and have more understanding of who you are. And um,
I make most of the stuff up I talk about. So
well, you
I,
might think
I
so, but you'd be surprised how your brain actually made those connections to what you say.
um
Uh,
just to throw this out there, I saw a post on so Roxy posts the comments and topics on Instagram. I reposted. So if you guys have, you guys, this is for talking about anything. Okay, so flex your feelings doesn't need to be about sad feelings. It
yeah.
it doesn't need to be about happy feelings. It just needs to be about feelings, right? And anything you feel. And we're gonna do this once every 2 weeks. There will be a full time schedule for this. We're gonna be keep doing this all the time. We can talk about you can talk about anything. I'm gonna put a rule on this thing. You guys, you are not allowed to get offended. Okay, you're not allowed to get offended. Well, let me rephrase. You are allowed to get offended. However, you're not allowed to be rude to anybody because you disagree with their opinion or their feelings. That's what this is for. This is truly for me when we do this with Roxy. I feel like this is a platform to bring everyone's similarities and differences together and find common ground and be able to support each other as a community. And that's what this is for. I appreciate everyone's opinion, wrong or right. It is your opinion. You're allowed to that. You're allowed to that. And you should not let anybody else's opinion really affect your feelings also. So you guys be nice to each other. Try to take a objective approach and really understand what people say, because we are all different people. We have all different backgrounds, upbringings, experiences. So it is really, really important for you to be able to generally, and this is my true opinion, be able to take something you hear that might rub you the wrong way and take a step outside of yourself and try to really figure out where that other person is coming from. And I think that's how a community grows. So I love doing this. I have to admit I've been slightly lazy about it, but this way I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be fun. We'll have a good time. The topics we may start off with somewhere and end up talking about immortality and vampires. So if you've never joined us, so it gets a little wild. It gets a little wild, and it's fun. And I want to share the fun.
Yeah. You make it fun, Alex.
Me, no. That saying can very much just be twisted, though, for people to justify being hateful, homophobic. Look, I'm not saying be hateful. I'm not saying be hateful. You could not understand someone's perspective, and you can look. Here's. Let me give you guys a real fact. Coconut milk. Coconut milk. Coconut milk just said that saying. Where was that? So basically respectful. Yeah, keep it respectful and friendly. I mean, that's what it's about. Coconut milk. You said that saying. Which saying? Please specify. Can very much be twisted though for people to justify being hateful. I'm not saying justify your hate. I'm not justified. I'm not saying your hate is justified. I'm just saying people people have very strong feelings, and you don't know why their feelings are that way. I'm always for let everybody do whatever they want, feel however they feel, as long as they're not purposefully hurting people. Just don't hurt people. And there will be rules. I'm modding. There's two mods right now on this chat. If you start going off on these crazy tangents, and most of these things, I'm not gonna say them out. Most of these things, I'm not gonna say them out loud. I'm gonna assume everybody has common sense. There are some things that just will not be tolerated here. They will not be tolerated, and there will like zero. There will be zero tolerance. I'm not even gonna say them. If you want to find out what they are, do it, and you'll find out immediately. You will be banned, and you will not be back. This is to bring up people, to understand people, to build this particular community, and this is what this is for. The episodes will be 1 hour long. That's, I think, what we agree on. Yes, Rox?
Yes.
1 hour long. Yeah,
Better
Snap.
do what we like.
So, so Snap's got the band hammer ready. Gal's got the band hammer ready. You will be kicked. Bye bye, bye bye, and you will feel my wrath, because I may be smiling and goofy all the time, but you don't know me, as Roxy says. Um, so, but I want everybody to have fun, and I want everybody to, and I feel maybe Rox feels the same. Have fun. Say what you feel. Let it out. It's okay. We don't have to agree. We don't have to agree, but don't be a dick, like, or a bitch, or whatever word you want to use to describe yourself being an asshole. There's three to choose from. Pick one. Okay.
Do you know the saying, every Tom, Dick, and Harry?
Yeah.
Okay. Whenever I try to say that, my brain goes a little dyslexic and I say it backwards.
So you say every hairy dick. Cool. So,
And Tom.
okay, so, so Snap Smacker, I like it. So we don't. What's up, call? So today's topic is going to be about hairy dicks. Apparently, what the hell? This is what I mean. You never know what you're going to get. We don't have a topic today. I don't think we had a topic today. This is really just kind of an introduction, and wanted everybody to come in, join in, see what we're gonna do. We're gonna bring some people in who want to come in, just say hi. I think when we bring people in, they're gonna have a 2 minute time limit. So you're gonna start a clock, and there's gonna be a 2 minute time limit. So people don't just take up other people's time. I want this to be a community thing. I'm pretty sure Roxy wants this to be a community thing as well. So a lot of people who join us on these streams are people who join us on our streams regularly. So it's always fun for me to put a face to the tag. So if I've seen your face before, I don't want to see it again. That's how I feel. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. And
We know that's not true. You see my face all the time.
I don't have a choice. No, you always have a choice. But there was a topic. We can jump in on that topic. One of the topics, I think we've covered this before.
Which one?
Let me see. What do we have here?
I like the one Gal suggested.
Which one was that?
What do you like about yourself?
My soul?
About yourself.
Oh, about myself? We could go. Shoot.
Go ahead, coach.
I am. I like, Prince of the Realm just arrived. Yes, what I like about myself is that I am still Prince, King, Queen, and Princess. So that's what I like about myself. No, what I like about myself is I'm able to. I can tell you what I don't like about myself, but we won't go there. But what I like about myself is I'm very capable of going with the flow. I like that about myself a lot. I don't need plans. I don't need a rhyme or a reason or a why am I doing something. Um, I love that. I love that about myself. I love that I could truly, really be put in a variety of situations and figure it out. Um, I don't need some intricate, detailed, organized, and this applies across the board in my whole life. Some people might hate that about me, but I don't need to know like we're like for example we're going on vacation. What are we going to do? I don't care, but we know we're going on vacation. Let's go do it. It's Monday. We need to work out. What are we going to do? I don't know. I'm just going to work out. Those are simple things, but in any situation, um, I am like a river. That's right. Like Bruce Lee said, be water, my friends. Be water. You put water in a cup, takes the shape of the cup, right? I like that a lot about myself. That's one thing I like about myself. It helps me out in a variety of situations, and that's one thing I like about myself a lot, a lot. And I think it really helps me um, through my life. And I also, what I really, this is something that I practice. I talk about this a lot with Roxy. Roxy and I have a lot of conversations that I will not divulge here about things. Maybe she will bring it up, and I'll deny them completely. But I do a really good job of understanding people's perspective. I really do. I really do. I'm very capable of removing myself from my own personal bias and opinion, and trying to truly understand what people are feeling, why they may be feeling that way, what their opinion is really stemming from, and not letting it affect my relationship with them. Because the people that I do have around me in my life, the people that I do meet, are definitely not all from the same mindset as me. But I think I'm very capable of stepping out of my own box and being like, yo, okay, I could see that. Like, not immediately going to my first thought, which may not be properly assessed. So I think that's a real other thing I like about myself. Those are probably top two.
Yeah, I would agree that you're that way. I think also the to the second part of that, you have a really I think it's a good quality where even when you disagree with somebody or you want to call somebody out, you do it in a way that doesn't bring tension to the room. It actually kind of uh, is done in a way that makes the other person laugh, even though you're calling them out on something, which could be a hard confrontation.
Uh huh.
Uh, you just do it in a way that it's just it's more funny, but it still gets the point across and it doesn't create tension because I think times like that are really high chance of like
Be-
creating tension with the person and bringing that air into the room. But you don't do that at all. You have a really good skill with that. I think it helps the people around you.
that's a learned skill, 100%. That is a practice skill. I was not always like that. Uh,
How did you
so
learn that skill?
I had a child. Once I had a child, things changed. Um, oh, Sylvia's here too. Hey guys,
Hey, Sil.
let me jump on some chat here. Let's go back here. So much. Some face has so much material on this one. Where did I deserve this? Sensei, interesting. Not my kind
Not
of topic. Okay. Mario G, what is your topic? Bring it up. We'll talk about it. 2 minutes are too little. 2 minutes are too little. Well, 2 minutes is all you got. So if you're coming on, pack it up, baby. Pretty much a podcast. 2 minutes is about how long I last in Apex Legends. In Apex Legends. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. In
You gave
A-
it a pause, Alex. I mean,
in Apex Legends. In Apex Legends. It's not. It wasn't a pause. It was your internet. All right. It wasn't. It wasn't a pause. It was your internet.
who did that
Uh,
on purpose?
all
Funny.
right. Snap. Snap said, "What I like about myself is my personality. Uh, Snap, I love your personality.
Yeah,
And
you're
Roxy stopped drinking. Some face said Roxy stopped drinking wine.
it's not
Uh,
wine. It's a non-alcoholic cocktail.
Mario G says, I like the progress I made so far. Mario, elaborate. The
What's progress in made?
progress
But that's
in reference to what? That is a good comment. When progress reference to what? Ah, Wait, call me
Cal says
sensei.
that she likes that she has empathy.
Empathy is a very good trait. I'm also quite empathetic, but I think empathy is also a very difficult trait to have. So I suppress my empathy unless I'm treating patients. Then it comes in handy.
What do you call a bowl of soup on a newspaper?
What?
Suppress.
No,
Yes.
no,
Soup on press. Suppress.
no. Amber said, I like how adaptable I am to any situation. That is a very good quality. I agree with that. Some face empathy. Empathy is when you can feel what the other person is feeling. Not sympathy, but like you can actually truly feel what the other person is feeling.
Yeah, like
That's
when you sympathy is like when you feel bad for somebody who's maybe going who feels bad, but empathy is when you actually feel bad as the person is feeling bad. You have that emotion as well instead of
you
just like,
feel
oh,
it. Correct. Correct.
yeah, you feel it.
So in general, my workout and personality, nice Mario. Workout and personality are good. Drax said, I like my foresight. I can think ahead when I'm going to do something and I will think through most of the consequences, come up with contingencies and use that information to evaluate. That is a great tool to have in life. Drac, you should apply that to TFT when we play because lately I don't see your foresight, I don't see your contingencies or any of that. Stoicism. Stoicism is my favorite thing. Do you know what stoicism is?
I've heard of stoicism. I have a book
Stoic.
on it that I haven't read.
You should read that. That'll help with, in addition to that book you're reading now about training your anxious mind. For those of you who don't know what stoicism is very simply put, only concern yourself with the things that are within your control and do not let the things that are outside of your control bother you, basically. Ryan Wong, what's up? Sometimes, yeah, it's a whole different stream. Gal, save it. We could chat about it, brainstorm, and do it. Gal said empathy sometimes could be a whole different trauma response. We could talk about that. Uh, no, some face. Okay, so here, this is actually a good topic. So empathy is a great topic, to be honest. So some face just said, if you're sad, if they're sad and you get sad as well, that helps no one. No, it actually helps both people because when you can truly understand what somebody else is feeling, your ability to help becomes greater. You don't relate to the feeling, but you actually feel the feeling. Then you can work through that together. So sometimes you do need somebody to really understand what you're going through, uh, more than relate to it. So you can you could talk it out. I think there's a lot of benefits to being empathetic. What's up, Maddie?
Kat
Uh,
said there's nothing that she likes about herself, and I already can think of one thing that I like about Cap.
Me too.
And yeah, I really like your peaceful aura. You have a very peaceful aura and energy, and I really like that about you. And I really like that even though you feel this way about yourself, you're never without a smile.
This is true. And
There's two things
Cap's always very active and vocal, and she's very, from what I gather from our experiences via online, she's very caring. She's very aware of what's going on around her. So Gal, not Gal, Cap. There's a lot of things. A lot of good things about you. Um, Matt Israel, we're talking about what are things traits you like about yourself. What are things that you like about yourself? So today's a happy conversation. Today's a happy
I really
conversation.
like my impeccable ability to tell jokes. Well, actually, this brings me to my actual point. I like that I don't take myself too seriously.
Okay, that was
Doesn't offend.
Michael Scott. No, I like that about you too. Rox doesn't take things seriously. Also, like for me, what Roxy, one of Roxy's good traits is that she's able to like uh, like actually listen to people when they talk. It's a good trait because that's not a good. That's not a good trait of mine. Like I'm very bad at that, and sometimes it makes people think I'm a jerk because I
Uh-huh.
have a very tough time having like small talk with people like about things.
Hmm.
Like I just kind of go, okay, and then I just kind of check out of the conversation, and then it's like they make fun of me here all the time. I have select. I say I'm deaf in my left ear, so but I have sometimes selective hearing. They tell me, but that's not bad quality. So that's a bad quality of mine. Like I just kind of check out mid conversation. I'm like, and then I go, oh yeah, yeah, or I just say okay. so but Roxy does a really good job of listening, like trying to pay attention to people and have the conversation and make them feel their conversation wanted. And sometimes I feel like I do a bad job of that. So I'm sorry.
On the other hand, Alex, I've learned a lot from you on how to not overextend that part of myself because there are points in some conversations where the individual who likes to talk, like there's some people who just like to talk and that's their skill. But for me, if my brain takes in too much, my capacity dwindles and I'm no longer with you. I'm trying to figure out a way to be polite to end the conversation. I don't do a good job at that, but I've learned from Alex to to protect my time. I've learned a lot from you to practice protecting my time. But it really frustrates me when someone is not picking up on my nonverbal cues that we need to wrap this up.
Start non-verbal cues that work for me, or like when people are talking too much. This works really well. So, simple to the point. No, don't do that. That'll cause more problems. I am deaf in my left ear. That is a true story. Uh, Ability to sleep on command. I also have that ability. Ryan Wong. I can sleep anywhere, anytime, no problem. Like I
I'm
can
so envious of people like you guys who could just sleep whenever, anywhere.
I can sleep anywhere, anytime. I just put my head down and I'm out. I love that. Should we? Who wants to? Oh my god, small talk does suck. That's why I hate you guys. I'm gonna share a little. Let me share a little story about me. Okay, so this is a fact about me. You may not believe it at all. I do not like to be in big social environment situations at all. Like at all. It makes me like you guys think I'm extroverted when I'm on camera and doing all this stuff. I am. I'm extroverted here in small groups with the people who I work with. Absolutely 100%. I do skits, this, that. I have a ball. You put me in a situation where there's like a social situation, like a bar or a networking event or something like that. I'm out. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I hate it. I hate it so much.
What about social environments is something you don't enjoy?
I don't want I just don't want to talk to people. Like I don't want to talk to them about like Because it's always like the same conversation. You know, people are like, "Oh my God, how's everything? What are you
Because you
doing?
don't like small talk.
Yeah,
And
what have you
social
been
environments are
doing?"
all small talk.
Like, and then it's like an obligatory, always same thing. It's like, "Hey, how you doing? What are you feeling? How's work? How's family? How are the kids?" Like, and I'm like, I'm good, I'm good. Everyone is good." Like, so I don't like it. I don't like it.
You know, actually, that is a responsibility that I've learned is on myself as an individual when I'm engaging with other people. Like I'm the one trying to talk to somebody, but when people are trying to talk with me in social environments, I hold them because there's a skill to conversation. You can't when you ask someone, "Hey, what's up? How's life?" That is such an irresponsible way to approach somebody in conversation. It's such a lazy way to approach somebody in conversation because basically what you're telling that person is, "I'm here, entertain me." There's
I don't take it like that. I just kind of go
but
like,
it is. That's what it is. And if I would much prefer somebody who's gonna like talk to me in social environments, asks me a more specific question like, "Hey, what's the favorite part? What's a favorite part about your job?" Instead of asking, "Hey, how's work?" So what's to take me through your work day? Ask me something more specific so I have something to give you and I don't have to now, oh, I gotta give this person such a exciting response so that they're fulfilled by my answer. Like, no, ask a question that gives a good enough response for you to get something out of it and for me to get something out of it. So I think that's a skill for all of us to learn is to ask better questions when we're trying to have casual conversations with people.
I agree. But that's why I made a day in the life video. So when people ask me how's work, I'm like, give me your phone number. I'll text you. I'll text you my YouTube link. You can go see what work is like. Literally
That
here. This is what my day is like. There you go.
you
There's
need to make a video.
Yeah, here's a
Uh,
visual reference. Ryan Wong, I like my ability to zone out, although it only happens in math class. Um, that is not a good quality to have in
what
math
would you say?
class. He said, "I like my ability to zone out in math class." That's that is awesome. Hopefully, you don't become an engineer. What were we doing? Yeah, just put the support beam there. It looks good. No math. Uh, Galsa chaos. Hey Far, do you think you were going and then give them the floor? What? Hey Far. What? I missed something. I missed something over there. Crawling chaos. Elaborate. From a cultural social perspective, Americans are more likely to approach people in that manner. When we moved overseas, we had to literally take class not doing the very thing. What
Ask casual
ask
conversation.
the casual question. How are you turning around yourself 10 times and drink a bottle of water? Can you walk straight down? What? Snap, what? What?
That's like the vacuum video we did.
Oh.
We'll have to do that
Why is my favorite time of your day 4:58 a.m.? Some face. Why?
because that's your snooze period, and snoozing is the best feeling ever.
I don't snooze though.
You should. No,
Luke
you shouldn't. It's
Luke
actually bad for you.
Luke Jordan. Oh, Leto. Leto was helping me mod before I had mods. So big shout out to Leto. She's in the house. What's up?
Leto's in the. Is she in the house? Oh,
She's in
she's
the
in the
house.
house.
Yeah. Uh,
What's up, Leto?
I like that I believe I have no maximum in my abilities. Luke, that is a great thing to have. Oh, some faces' favorite part of my day is when I fart in the morning when I'm making my coffee. That's what. Fall asleep.
I'd like to be a fly on that wall.
When I fart,
No,
you'd like
whoever said they fart while they making coffee.
that was in my video for my day in the life. While I was making coffee, I farted. It was,
You didn't fart.
yeah, I did. I did. That was an
You're
actual
lying.
no, that was an actual fart. I had an actual fart.
How did I miss this?
You
I
probably
watched that video.
it there's even text on the bottom. It says mandatory fart. Rips ass. Actually, it said rips ass. Mandatory.
By the way, Gal and Cap, thank you for your generous, kind comment from earlier about something you liked about me. I read it and I cried a little inside.
Um, cool. Okay.
Actually, Gal and Alex are the two people who I have the most not opposing, but I guess different perspectives that I've actually had very productive and pleasant conversations with.
Yeah, everybody has different perspective. I think everybody's
Different
pers-
opinion,
I
different
think yeah,
opinion.
everybody has different opinions. Um, and I think a lot of people are afraid to share their opinions with people because they're afraid of how other people may feel about them. And
Yeah.
I always say this to everybody: you're not responsible for other people's feelings, nor should other people's feelings affect your feelings. You are responsible, however, to understand or try to understand other people's feelings and do your best to come to a common ground. That may never happen, but at least if you try, then you can say, I tried and it didn't work. That doesn't mean you hate somebody after that. That's crazy. And that's what I think is a big problem. Um, Snap, I do also appreciate your artistic. I appreciate your artistic abilities as well. I appreciate your skeleton tank top, and I appreciate how you put the skeleton on my belly button. It's really cool.
I know, I love that shirt so much, except that it's on my belly.
Correct, and everybody, Gal, correct. You're not responsible. You're responsible for how you communicate, but you're not
Nailed it.
responsible for how people perceive it because everybody's gonna have a different opinion. You can tell 10 people the same thing, and all 10 people have a different perspective, and that's okay. That is so okay. It's so okay. It is so okay. My
Yeah, and
alt.
they can always ask you to clarify if they got offended by something you said. Like, hey, is this what you meant? Because this is how I understood it. And then give you an opportunity to clarify yourself if that is not what you meant.
Or you could just tell them, no, you're an idiot. No, don't do that. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Uh, but if you got empathy, their feelings affect yours too. Yes, they do, Dom. Absolutely. Being empathetic does affect your feelings as well. But that's okay. Um, Feelings are made to feel, and that's what they're for. So,
Feelings,
Asian boy
nothing.
95. Okay, should we bring someone on? Does someone want to come hang out?
Oh,
Does someone want to come say hi?
who wants to pop on?
If you
Mm.
want to come say
Oh, we're
hi,
gonna come up with a song for the Flex Feelings.
yes, we're gonna make a song for Flex Feelings. I'm also gonna have a. I'm looking for a trigger warning sound. So when people start getting triggered, you're allowed to get triggered. I will make fun of you. I'm telling you now. For anybody who gets triggered on stream, I will make fun of you. Be ready for that. Be prepared for that. But it'll be making fun of you in the most loving way possible.
Yeah, Alex is good at that. We spoke about that earlier.
So let's see who wants to come. Billy say sorry so much. Everyone hates it. Yeah. Stop apologizing, Ryan. You don't need to apologize. Hi G. Who's here? G's here. Aqua Shorty. What's up? You guys. Aqua Shorty's dope. I haven't really talked to him much. Every once in a while on IG, but that dude works out all the time, and I love it. Fan trigger warning sound. I'm gonna.
You
I
said
think.
that.
I think I'm gonna go with. Let me hear. I'll let you hear the sound for that I want for the. Let me see. I think it's my alerts. Let me see here. If anybody wants to come on and say hello, let me know.
Flex, flex, flex your words, flex your feelings too.
No.
Crap, is that how you meant it?
Snap, you want to hop on? You can hop on. We can say hi to you. We
Snap.
haven't. I haven't heard your voice or seen your face in a long time. Come say hi. Yeah, man. Anybody? If you guys come out to LA, Jim's here. You can say come in and say hi. Just don't be weird, okay? Because I'm a quite massive individual, and I don't want to have to escort anybody out. Don't hop on
What do you
anyone.
call a bat? What do you call a basketball platform in the shape of an S?
What?
What do
A,
you call a basketball gymnasium in the shape of an S?
A what? A
An
skirt?
escort.
A skirt. We call it a skirt. Snap, jump in on your video, buddy.
Flex your feelings. It must be
Ladies and
good.
What's
gentlemen,
up?
what's up? This
Hey,
is the
what's up?
snap. This is the snap man. If you know,
Hi.
I'm the snap
up.
man.
So Snap's here. Snap Mod's here. Uh, so we brought him on. You guys can meet everybody. What's up? Bad joke band always. Oh my God, I'm gonna be weird. Gal, you'll be
I don't have
okay.
a band. It's just a solo act. Thank you very much.
Snap, Snap. We're gonna test out timer. You're on clock. 2 minutes. What's up, buddy? How you been?
Okay, hold on. I'm timing it.
No, I got your timer
You're
going
giving me
already. Don't worry.
anxiety.
I'm pretty good actually. Thank you. I mean, it's kind of late for me, but that's okay. You know me.
Can you stop?
So
Can you stop rubbing your nipple on cam, please? Thanks.
here's my nipple. Now here, Jesus Christ. Thanks. No, the whole internet knows.
So Snap's fun.
Nah, just,
What do you like about yourself, Snap? I know you said your artistic abilities.
yeah. Also, but I mentioned it before in chat, but I don't think you read it. But the ability to always lift people up, I guess.
I
Like
agree
when
with that.
people are sitting down and like, don't bother about it. It will get better and all that. So
I agree. Snap does a great job. He's always in good spirits, even when he's down, which is
yeah,
it's a positive thing
I,
he
I
has.
I learned that the hard way, to be honest. I mean, like another trait of me is that I look a lot like my mother, obviously with a beard, but I have her looks and I have her open mindset. So since she passed away, I tend to pull myself up on that.
Uh huh.
So when I look in the mirror, I see my mother, and I think that's where it came from. That I like to lift people up because it's not just because they feel down one day that needs to be the rest of their life or something. So
Sure.
there's always something better or something good that you can lift yourself up on, and I think that's important in life to realize, basically.
Well, I can actually relate to what you're saying a lot because my mom passed away, also,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of my characteristics are very similar to my mother. I also look a lot like my mother. I'll post a photo on Instagram if you guys want to see. But all all of the things that I'm like all those things that I'm now capable of doing are really thanks to her. So I can relate to that a lot actually. So
Yeah, same
it's
thing, same thing.
it's good. It's good. Hey,
Yeah.
but it's still always really hard. It's really still hard for me to talk about my mom and her passing. So it always makes me
Oh,
feel a little down. But she had that same
yeah,
quality.
I get.
She had that same quality with the ability to bring everybody up, and like no matter the situation or people around her and what was actually happening, that tension that Roxy mentioned earlier, she had a really good way of bringing everyone with very different and very aggressive and like tension filled feelings and emotions in a place where they were able to kind of come together and be able to get along,
Hmm.
at least if it's in that moment, so
Yeah, I
so
get that. I
yeah.
get that. How long ago was that from
It's
your
about
mother?
21 years ago. 21 years ago.
So you were like in your 20s.
I was 19 years old. Yeah.
Oh, I was 11.
Yeah. So
So
it's pretty intense, but like you pick up a lot of
yeah,
things. Boys pick up a lot of things from their moms, and that's why we call us mama's boys. And you know what?
yeah,
I don't care.
definitely.
I don't care what any boy wants to say. Most boys are mama's boys, and that's okay.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
That's okay.
I mean, the
What is
relationship
something?
with my
What
what?
is something Alex and Snap that like Snap you mentioned when you see yourself you remember your mom because you have similar features. What is something the both of you when you remember your moms it reminds you or uh you honor them in a way that because of their memory, you choose to do something to honor them about yourself, about your character, personality, or maybe an act of service that you do that connects you to your mom's memory.
Well, you know, I'm spiritual, right? And when I like take photos, it's always the better photos are always when I like sense my mother on like putting her hand on my shoulder, and it's always on that moment that like my photos are always the best. So that's one part of it, and like that moment alone puts a smile on my face, and I think that's great. I mean, you need to put your mind open for it for and able to like receive those things, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and also my like my how do I say it in English? My joke ability, I guess. My because my mother was also like a very humorous person. That's what I was looking for.
Uh-huh.
So that always makes me like, oh, that's something my mother would do or say or be like. So yeah, that
Yeah.
makes me smile.
Nice. That's a great one.
Yeah, thank you.
What
I
about
think
you, Alex?
I think for me it's just my like laughter. Like when I get into my like that laughter zone. I know you guys have seen it sometimes. You know, like when I just like lose my shit when I'm laughing, and then like everyone's laughing because I'm laughing, and at that point like I don't feel like anything's really funny anymore except my laugh. It like you guys know what I'm talking about? Like whoever's watched
Yeah, I
streams, like
do.
I like lose it for a second. Like I don't know what happened on the stream when I was like I died because someone says something and like
Oh my god.
that's something like that. I'm
The first time I heard you do that was when I remembered when we were playing Among Us,
yeah.
and I had to leave stream because I had booty.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah. I remember
Wait,
that. I
you had to
remember that.
leave the show because you had a booty call?
Yes, that's
Yeah,
what he said. Yes, yes.
but
So,
I thought I muted myself the moment when I said that. I still have that clipped on my phone base.
send it. I'll post it on Instagram.
You had time to take a screenshot before you left?
I am
Yeah.
Gal. Yes, I'm laughing at my laughing. But that's what I and then I remember that about her too. Like her laugh when she would start laughing and like lose her laughing, then it would just turn into like this whole like whoever was around was laughing the same way. So yeah. Uh, but yeah. All right, Snap. 2 minutes is up. That I was actually 4 minutes, but we're
I
testing
know.
this out. So if anybody else wants to come on, we got about dopamine loophole. That's exactly what it is. So we're gonna say bye to Snap.
Hi,
Snap, thanks for
Bye.
Snap.
joining us. Appreciate you, my dude, for
Welcome.
everything you do, man. Also, I love your shirt.
Thanks, bro.
Sweet.
Bye, Misfit. Bye, Alex.
Hi,
Bye.
Snap. We love you.
No, how the hell do I go off here?
There's a
Here?
little X. Oh, what did I
Yep,
do
I
there?
found it.
Hey, you have
No.
something in your teeth.
There we go. And we're back. We're
Just
gonna figure out how to get this chat fixed better so Misfit can see it easier, without
I
having
mean,
you guys.
it's on my screen, wide and big. You guys are tiny.
No, no. I wanted so like everyone else is not also seeing the chat twice.
Oh, I see. I
We'll
see.
figure it out. Does anybody want to come in and say hi as I just closed my chat box? Great.
Yeah, you stream paused it.
There we go. Okay. There we go. Cap, you want to pop in and say hello? Sure. Come on in.
Come on, Cap.
Come on, Cap.
Hi,
Uh,
Graham.
so this was our hour's almost up. We're gonna really try to keep this an hour. We're really gonna try to tighten this up. So Cap, come in, say hi, and go for it. Jump into voice chatter, and I'll drag you into Ghost.
Someone said Blueberry said they recorded themselves laughing and they couldn't stop laughing at the recording of their laughter. I mean, I don't know how you thought to do that, but that's pretty cool. Anytime, I mean, laughter is contagious. So sometimes if I just hear somebody laughing, it makes me laugh.
This is true. This is true. Side note: these will be in episodes will be labeled episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, episode 4. They will be in a unlisted playlist, so you can find them in the playlist. So they will not be on the channel just hanging out, but we'll keep them up so you can find episodes. If there's anything, if you're on stream, you want to clip it, or if there was a topic that we discussed that really helped you out in voice chatter. All right, Cap, I'm gonna bring you in. There you go, Cap. Cap's here. You can jump on in whenever you're ready.
Okay.
You gonna jump in audio or just bring video in too?
I'll do video as well, if that's okay, Alex.
Yeah, for sure. We're just waiting on you.
Excellent. Oh, okay. It's just weird, my web. That's weird. My webcam doesn't seem to be. I can double hear you. Bear with me a minute.
We can hear you.
What a
We can hear you.
pleasant
Oh,
accent
okay.
you have.
Okay, my webcam should be working. I think it went a bit faulty then, so hopefully it'll come on now. Oh no!
Gal, you do. Gal,
shoot.
Gal, you definitely have a contagious laugh. When I watch your streams and you lose your shit too, it's pretty funny.
Okay, my webcam currently just died on me, so the webcam doesn't work.
That's okay. Next time.
Okay,
Gosh darn it.
we'll take your voice. You have such
Is
a
it-
nice voice. I've never heard your voice, Kat.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Roxy. Thank you.
What about my voice? Do you like my voice?
Alex's
Wait,
voice
what was-
sounds constipated.
How about my voice? You like my voice?
I
No.
was wondering what that was for a moment there. I thought some audio glitched on my end.
No, it wasn't an audio glitch. It was me coming out from the depths of hell. Okay, back. Enough of that.
Cap, we gotta come to
no
a
problem.
place where you identify something you like about yourself, because that's something we gotta work on.
Emails to.
Yeah, it's been an issue I've had since I was very little. I'll be very quick because I know I've only got a few minutes. Where I was diagnosed with autism, I was always told growing up from people that I would never be able to have a proper life, and apparently people stated that I was cursed. Obviously, I don't believe that now. A part of me still does. So as I was growing up, I always believed I was, a bad person, and even when I done good things, I would judge myself all the time for it, and I still do that even now. So when people tell me all the time that you've done so good, you've done amazing things, you should be proud of yourself, I could see the side to it, and I obviously thank them because what they say to me is really great and it really helps. But then there's this one side to me that's like, actually, hold on, what they're saying is not right. It's not true. So it's me just battling my own brain. But I think it's where, as I was growing up, I was always told that I was a bad person. It's just lingered in my mind and it's made me hate myself for everything. So it's the big issue I've got, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, something that I've learned about our brains, especially in the development when we're younger and being told those things, it has such a strong hold into our adult life and our self-perception. But the hopeful thing about that is that the very same things that created that thought process within yourself, it is very malleable and able to change. And you have to practice recognizing and identifying things about yourself that are good, and believing that on a almost like a homework kind of basis of, maybe choosing one thing to write down, like putting pen to paper and writing down, I like blank about myself, and just find one thing about your day that maybe you did or you felt, or a skill that you have, and writing that down and making reconnecting that part of your brain that believes that, and starting to change that thought process that you have.
I do agree. Yeah, because a lot of times, like as I was growing up, even though I felt that I hated myself so much, I still said to myself, I want to help other people too, which is the reason why even now I try and help people as much as I can because I don't want them to feel the same way that I feel. I want to try and bring them the positivity and the love that they deserve in their lives. Even though I'm battling with this problem in my own brain, with my own self-hatred, I don't want other people to have to suffer, which is why I've always said to people, I just want to help them and I want to live my life helping people as much as they need because they deserve to have love and acceptance that I never received properly as a
Yeah.
child. So it's yeah, that's my main goal in my life, and that's the thing that I need to do. And you're absolutely right. I need to start noticing the little things that's good about me, what I do, definitely.
Yeah, you deserve that love too, Cap. You deserve that just as much as anybody else. So allow yourself to feel those things as much as you
Oh,
try to make other
definitely,
people
yeah.
feel it too. Yeah,
Hopefully, fingers crossed, one day I'll be able to. But you're right, I will do that
you
because I
will.
just want to see the good. I really do.
Yeah, you will. There's no there. You do it. You do the work, and you will.
Just as a motto, I want to say to everybody actually this as well is even though the problem that I have with myself, I've stuck by something and I still will, and I want you all to do this as well ever since I was little, is no matter what you go through in your life, if you have struggles which you're really unable to cope with and it gets you to the point that you've had enough of everything, just tell yourself that you will not give up. There's been so many times in my life where I've just wanted to give up on everything, but I've told myself, no, I will fight this feeling. I will carry on. I will not give up. I will give myself a good life. And I kept telling myself this, and this one thing I have stuck to even now. Do not give up on things in your life. Keep pushing and fighting no matter what happens, and things will get better for you all. And I want to stress this point because it is very important. Do not give up, and you all will have an amazing and good life and future.
I agree with that. All right, Cap. We're gonna say goodbye, but I'm gonna end up.
No problem.
I'm gonna like a little bit, little. I'm gonna elaborate a little bit more on what you said about not giving up, because I'll share something about myself based on this topic because it is important. It is important. So I'm gonna share something. We're gonna say goodbye to Cap, and then thanks for sharing, Cap. I know it's hard to talk
No
about.
problem.
It's really hard to talk about. I know it's really hard to talk about feelings, especially when they're negative feelings, and you know how deeply they affect you. Um, but one thing I always, excuse me, one thing. So bye, Cap. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you again on stream,
No
I'm sure.
problem. Thank you for letting me express it. I'm really grateful.
Absolutely,
Honestly, it made me feel
absolutely.
better.
Look, this is what these Fridays are for. And I want, like, hopefully we get more and more people. Hopefully more and more people are sharing. Hopefully even one word from somebody helps even one person. I'm with that. I'm totally with that. So this is what these are for. I don't care. It's not fitness. There's the word flex in it, so there's the fitness relationship. So I don't want to hear it. Um, I don't have a niche for my channel. Uh, this is what we do. We do everything. We have a good time, and we try to bring people together and really have, you know, talk about things that actually matter, and sometimes maybe things people are afraid to talk about. So this is what this is for: flex your feelings. So it could be positive, it could be negative, it could be fun. Doesn't matter. That's what we're gonna do. But just to reiterate Cap's point, those feelings of hopelessness. I know, you know, you guys see me on. I'm gonna share a story about the glacier thing real quick. I talked to Rox about this the other day. Feelings of hopelessness and like things like that, where like, oh, you want to just give up and all that. One thing that I have learned in my 75 years on Earth, I'm actually a vampire, um, is that those feelings that you have in the moment are so powerful. They're so powerful, like negative feelings. They're so powerful. Um, and I also have moments where like I'm like, why am I even doing this? Not necessarily that I want to give up, but like the why, like why, and uh, they're negative feelings. Like, and you most of the time when you see me, I'm just like boom, 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 pretty positive. But I have my days. I have my days, and I have my whys, and I have my questions, and I go through those days. But the one thing that I've learned over a long period of time experiencing those feelings and those emotions is that they're in the moment. They're in a moment. They're just they're so momentary, and a moment for you may be 25 seconds, or maybe 3 weeks or 4 weeks, but relative to the amount of life that you've lived, they're small. And it's like about accepting that those moments are going to happen. You're going to feel those feelings, and they truly just don't last if you don't dig deeper into something that may or may not really be there. It is something where I say this to people all the time. You care more than anybody else cares about anything that you're going through. Nobody cares. And I don't mean that nobody cares for you. I just mean that that feeling that you're feeling is it's like a momentary feeling in your life where if you just start going deeper and deeper into it, you create this like rabbit hole that you really don't need to go down. Take a step back, and that's what I was talking about earlier about having the ability to step out of yourself and objectively look at what may or may not be causing it. Because if you do something that creates like this anxious feeling in your head for yourself, I guarantee, like, oh, I did this and so is feeling this way about me. More than likely, they're not. It's not a thing. Like, they don't care. But you think they do, and you turn it into this whole battle in your head where you're like, oh, like, and then it turns into a whole nother thing, and then you start branching out into different places, and you create this whirlwind of like negative feeling in your own mind that is created by nobody but you. So I think what I was again going back to, take a moment, step. Like Roxy goes to the beach, she grounds herself, she does these things. Find an exercise. She mentioned writing it down. I don't do any of these things, writing it down or taking a moment like breathing or meditating. But you have something, going to the beach and grounding. You have something. Find something that works for you to bring you back to where you were before that initial thought process started. I think it's really important to find a way to do that, and then you'll slowly start to realize that those feelings that you feel are in a moment. They're just a moment in this life that you have to live and this life that you have to experience, and you should just take it for what it is and try to understand what caused those feelings to come about. And next time you start feeling that way, back it off a little bit and go back to the first time when you went to that place where you're able to regather and reevaluate again. And then you'll slowly start to build a pattern in your own head where you can evaluate your feeling and understand when one of these things is going to come on and one of these things is not going to come on, and how you can battle it. And for myself, I don't know if you guys have noticed, maybe I do a good job of hiding it, but I'll be like boom, 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 boom. I always tell people I'm a high functioning bipolar, and nobody believes me. And I've not been diagnosed with this by any means, and I'm not trying to make light of anybody who truly has bipolarism. I know it's a real thing and it's serious, but I think I'm high functioning bipolar because I have such highs and I have such lows, and I always know when those are coming at this point, and I have an ability to. Roxy knows. She works with me. She's been with me for a long time. There are like weeks out of like every, I don't know, 3 to 6 months where I'm just like so withdrawn, and I'm withdrawn because I know what I'm going through and I'm trying to work it out. And then I work it out and I need that time for myself. Maybe I do those like the hikes and stuff I do, or I take off for 3 days. I go alone and try to work it out. So I found this way to manage all that, and it happens. And you'll see, like I'll do posts like everyone doesn't have on days 100% of the time. It's not a thing. No matter what you see me here, you see Rox camera. Roxy does a much better job of talking about it on her streams. I don't like share it. I work through it myself, and I bring myself out, and I understand it. So figure it out. And it's just a moment. It's a moment. Just be aware the moment's gonna pass, and then once the moment passes, and I'll challenge everybody to do this before we. I think before we end this today and let Rox finish off. I'm talking a lot, but I think this is really important. I challenge everybody to this. Next time you feel all those like crazy anxious feelings, when you feel withdrawn, when you feel like your world's about to end and you're so uncomfortable and so miserable with whatever you're going through, I want you to take a moment and write down the date, and do not write down what caused your anxiety. Don't, or your stress or your uh, depression or whatever feeling you're feeling. Just write down the date and try to work through it. Don't do anything. Just keep a book like that. And then, like in 6 months, go back to that date and look at it and say, I felt ridiculously anxious, withdrawn, depressed. And then try to remember what caused that feeling. I will almost bet anybody here, you'll have no idea what caused that feeling. You'll have no idea. You will not know. There will be no, your brain will not be able to find what caused that feeling because it's so momentary and it turns into this overthinking nightmare that everyone creates for themselves. You won't be able to do it. You won't be able to do it. Like, you just won't. You'll be like, oh, June 19, I was feeling withdrawn and super anxious. Why? I don't know. You won't know. You won't know. I guarantee it. No, not because your memory is very bad, because that memory and that feeling is fleeting. It's inconsequential in the big scheme of things. But in the moment, it feels like your world's about to end. And I know that feeling. I know that feeling. But I also know every time I try to think back and go, what the hell made me feel that way? I have no idea because it didn't matter. Like it didn't matter. Like in the grand scheme of what I'm doing, what I'm trying to accomplish, what like my goals, my future, my ideas, my wishes, my passions, like it didn't matter. Like all the positive shit that's going on in my life, that little 1 week period, 2 week period, 1 day, 2 day period, it doesn't matter. Like it just doesn't matter. Yet so it matters in the moment, and you need to figure out how to battle it and get through it. But know that you'll get through it. That's to Cap's point. So that's all I want to say. Sorry if that was long.
We liked it. We were engaged.
So
We didn't have to give you any nonverbal cues.
so
No, we took in every word, Alex. I think that's a very interesting practice to do, is just to write down the date and the feeling and not what caused it. That I'm gonna try doing that and see if I'm able to recall that. But I'll share something interesting that I learned about the brain and how it how the process of those feelings come up. Our conscious part of our brain is our cortex, and that's the experiences that we actually remember and are conscious of. So maybe we'll be able to pinpoint the cause of that anxious moment. But the part of the brain called the amygdala, that's where all of the subconscious things happen. So whenever you're feeling anxious or you're feeling sad and you're depressed and you can't even pinpoint why, you can't even realize why, it could be that those were subconscious experiences that you were having that you weren't aware of. So you're not even able to go back and correct it and fix it because it happens subconsciously. So what Alex is saying is actually a good point, because you could have positive subconscious experiences just by doing those practices of writing down your feeling, or maybe recognizing a positive part of your day, feeding your brain more positivity and giving that energy to yourself. It's subconsciously, just like the negative subconscious things took a hold, the positive subconscious things will take a hold. And the more you do that down the line, you'll realize that you're having less and less of those thoughts and less of those down days. But that's just scratching the surface.
yeah, no, I agree. I agree. Gal also put a point up that I will agree. If the feelings do become too overwhelming, seek help. There's nothing wrong with getting help, professional help. One caveat with professional help, and you can at me all you want. This is what I believe firmly. People who are helping you professionally are also have their biases, so be very aware of that. Be very aware of that. They have their biases as well. So if you are seeking professional help, make sure you find somebody that fits you. That is really
Who has
important.
his devices?
They have their biases because people who are people professionals helping other people, that's they're educated in helping, absolutely 100%. Um, but you don't want their personal subconscious feelings to leak into what you're trying to do. So uh, so figure out if you're seeking help, go see a few people. You'll definitely when you're talking to someone, I think there's always a solid what do you call it, a synergy that's created when you really know someone is able to fully empathize with you. This is where empathy comes in, and not just go off the book. So that's very, 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 very important. Okay, just because it says professional next to someone's name doesn't mean they will be able to help you. So take the time, definitely get the help you need, and make sure that person is right for you. And that'll take time too. But keep seeking, keep seeking. You won't know from one. You'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe, and then you'll be like, oh yeah, number 3 like got me, and they're able to really get through to you, and that's really important. So that's all I'm gonna say. Misfit is frozen at this point. We need to get Misfit some technical help. Misfit, you're frozen. Where'd you go? We're gonna have to have Misfit. Oh, she's back. We're gonna have to get Misfit. We're gonna teach Misfit how to hardwire. Um, good, Blue. Yeah, you guys. There's nothing shameful about seeking help. There's not. So seek it. For me, like I said, for me, I've figured out a way to help myself. That's not for everybody. So if things become too crazy, just get the help you need. Totally fine. Totally fine. Oh, I haven't said totally fine in so long. uh,
To laugh, you could just call me for a joke, and
and then Roxy. Hmm. But I think that's all for today. MTHW, thank you. Appreciate you. We'll be doing this. Are you turning into a ghost? Nobody knows what Roxy's doing.
this is when
Yes,
you know you surpassed the threshold of being hip to technology.
we will help you. We will help you. I had a lot of help. I sought professional help when I was trying to figure out how to do my streams, and we've come to shadow animals. Nice. All right. So schedule for this is gonna be bi-monthly. Snap, thank you. Totally fine. Appreciate it. Totally fine. Appreciate it. But this is gonna be on Saturdays. I'm gonna get some more fun stuff in here. I'm gonna teach Roxy how.
Saturdays.
I'm gonna, what?
You said Saturdays.
Oh, I'm sorry. Bi-weekly on Fridays. So we won't do it this next Friday, but the Friday after that. We will have some cards and we'll find some games. We'll make this fun. We'll make this sad. Maybe we'll cry together. I probably won't, but maybe we'll
Yeah,
cry.
you will.
No, but that's it. That's it.
Sit.
Gaming with Max. What's up? Thanks for joining. Glad you enjoyed it. I hope you guys like this platform. We're gonna do it every 2 weeks on schedule. It'll either be at 5 or 6 o'clock based on my work schedule and Roxy's work schedule, but it will be happening regularly. It will be happening regularly. This will be an ongoing podcast interview style. I will try to bring some guests on as well, and have some people jump in and chat too. So I only know a few people, so you know who they
It'll
are.
be as regular as Alex's bowel movements.
My bowel movements are daily, not bi-monthly, but thank you very much.
No, just the word. It's regular.
Right, I see. Dre? Who? Dr. Dre? I'll bring. We can bring Rudy on. The schedule will be up. But thank you guys for joining. Oh, I'm gonna get Roxy some cool little
No, God!
I need
sound
some
effects.
sound.
Oh, God,
Yeah.
please, no! No!
I need a fart sound. I need
This
Arnold Schwarzenegger's accent.
I'll get you Arnold Schwarzenegger that says not a Tima.
Yeah, and I want a slapping sound.
A slapping sound. All right, let's do every other week. Yes, bi-monthly. Bi-monthly. Twice in a month.
Alex, please stop using big words. I can't understand what you're saying.
Bi means two. Monthly means monthly.
No, what about when the month elapses? You're saying goodbye, bye month.
That's BYE month, and this is BI month.
Semantics, Alex.
Speaking of semantics, it's time to say BYE, Roxy.
What what do you call a random man who has a tick?
Semantic.
Semantics.
So no. Special guest Eve. I'll reach out to Eve. I'll reach out to Mark if they want to join in. I don't ask anything of them. If they are so gracious to invite me or want to join in anything, I always will accept the invitation. But yeah, I don't bring people on. Just I won't ask. But that's it. I know Roxy got some new cards coming, so it should be fun. Tomorrow. So we'll be back on, I think, let me see something real quick here. So the next time we'll be on will be July 2nd.
Oh, that's July 4th weekend.
Yeah. Are you going to be able to make it?
It's my nephew's first birthday, so maybe we should do it next Friday and skip July 4th Friday.
Okay, we could do that. We'll talk about it. We'll let you guys know on the I'll let you guys know on the community tab. Also, if you guys are not following Misfit, go follow her on Instagram. She puts all the posts about this stuff, so you guys can join in. My Instagram is also here. I don't know how to do links, but maybe Snap. Can you link Misfit's Instagram and link my Instagram? Go follow us there. The updates are there. Yes, Cap, once we have a schedule for the month, we'll post it for all of July so everybody knows that's going to be happening. And we'll just have some fun, you guys. This is really just to let loose, have some conversations, talk about your weeks and what everybody's been going through. Every once in a while, bring up some comedy topics and make fun of some trending Twitter posts and things like that. So we'll have some fun. We'll have some fun.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Let me do one thing real quick here.
And hopefully by the next stream we have a jingle for the Flex Feelings.
Oh, that would be cool. I like that.
I've been working on my writing skills to write bars. Oh, there you go.
How's that?
That's a good one.
You like that one?
That's a mumble. That's one you did when you were sitting down.
I actually just did that in real life. And then
Hey everyone, I'm Alex with Hoka.
hey, I'm not Alex Utoka. That's a lie. And then this one.
That's not a fart.
No, that's going to be my trigger warning sound effect.
Oh.
Trigger warning! Trigger warning! Dive!
You know, trigger warnings were for on TV if they were gonna show something that was like really super flashy, and it might cause like a seizure or in somebody who's gonna see it. Did you know that?
This is more like a whip. No, I didn't know that. All right, guys. I'm going to say goodbye. I know Misfit's going to say goodbye. Big shout out to everybody who joined us for our episode 1. What is happening here? Viewer discretion is always advised. I don't know what Roxy's doing. Apparently her hallucinogenics just kicked in. You guys have an amazing stream. Have an amazing weekend. Have an amazing Friday.
Your bladder's full.
I have to go pee, and so I'm getting antsy. Thank you guys. Appreciate always so
Thanks,
much.
everybody.
You guys have a good one. I am
Thank you,
hybrid.
Alex, for bringing us together.
Yeah, that's what we do. Bring people together. I am hybrid one. This is Misfit, and we are flexing, and it's Friday. So, oh yeah, you can't.
Who has bigger muscles, me or Alex?
You do.
Ratio,
Why does
ratio comparison.
why does your head look so small, Rox?
Shut up. All right, bye, guys.
We're out.